What's up, y'all? Welcome back to our last episode of 2022. This is the Ticket to Anywhere podcast. I am Trizzy here with the homie, Leah. Our last episode.
I'm so sad about that.
Yeah, but also a very exciting milestone.
Yes, very exciting milestone. Can't believe we're wrapping up the year 2022, the year of our Lord Jesus, baby Christ. But because this is our last episode, this is dropping the day before Thanksgiving, which is cool. So no new episode drop in December. We are going to be working behind the scenes really hard for y'all. We're coming back in 2023. But we ask that you please share your favorite episode of this year or past years with a friend, because it really helps us and the travel community share our love of travel and our travel knowledge with everyone there. And it helps us in the Apple and Spotify rankings. So we would appreciate that as a holiday gift more than anything, is if you just shared even a clip or an episode with a friend or family member who may find it useful.
Yes, and we will be back January 2023 with some big changes. And we're super excited to give that to y'all in the New Year's.
Yes, absolutely. And for our last drinks of the year, I got another iced sugar cookie almond milk latte from Starbucks because I am a huge fan. And like I said in the last episode, it's really not that sweet. So, still good to drink later in the day.
Nice.
And my opposite over here, Trizzy.
I'm all about the tea. I got it in my Yelp Elite cup.
She is Yelp Elite 2022, class of 2022.
Right.
Look her up.
I'm sipping on a lemon herbal tea, and it's nothing too fancy. It's a tea bag from Bigelow.
Good for nighttime, though.
It is, exactly.
So cheers to this fun and interesting episode. You'll see what it is.
Yes.
And to our last episode of 2022. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to us. See you in 2023.
This is Leah and Trizzy, and we are two voices, two views, and two ways to adventure from anywhere.
We prioritize travel in our lives, and we both travel very differently.
Every other Wednesday, we drop episodes featuring the coolest travelers around the globe, local business owners, community episodes from you, and of course, us, your resident travel lovers.
This is Ticket to Anywhere podcast. Watch us on YouTube or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Safety Wing is the world's first international travel medical insurance developed to meet the needs of entrepreneurs and remote workers traveling or living abroad worldwide. The Safety Wing Nomad Insurance includes both travel and travel medical insurance, which includes coverage for any travel delays, lost checked bags, emergency response, and natural disasters, plus coverage and access to qualified global network of hospitals and doctors for unexpected medical problems and accidents, and any emergency medical evacuations. You can sign up for Nomad Insurance even if your trip is already happening, or sign up in advance by selecting a future start date. For only $42 per 4 weeks, you can be covered under Safety Wing and its Nomad Insurance. Click the link in our description for more info and to sign up. Safe travels!
I want to talk about a very serious topic. It's not that serious. It's a topic that's actually been bugging me the past few years.
It has been bugging her.
Bugging me so much that I'm like, we're going to make our last episode of 2022 this topic because I'm pretty passionate about it, and I get so many mixed responses everywhere you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's about tagging locations in photos. Geotagging, telling people where you actually are. And there's a lot of different reasons people do or don't, right?
Yeah.
But being in the travel industry, working in it, creating content for the travel industry, it's basically our job to tag locations and tell people about quote unquote hidden gems or secret spots or etc. These cool places to go and visit. But at the same time, is it ethical to tag, right? Because a lot of people say, well, now you're driving the place to overcrowding. And now cities or amusement parks or monuments will put caps on how many people visit a day, a year, a month, etc.
Yeah. What I find interesting is you named landmarks, you named like parks, hidden gems, and all this.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about restaurants, small businesses, and tagging them, people are all about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no hesitation there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all full in support to tag like the restaurant.
I think what the problem is, so for example, if you're going to Machu Picchu and you're leaving, you have a picnic up there, which you can do, and you leave a bunch of trash behind, who's going to clean up after it?
Right.
Whereas a restaurant, you have a staff there that will clean up after it. And a lot of these things are because people are trashing places.
Yeah.
Which is so incredibly sad. Or they're disrespectful to the people or the wildlife.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So
that is the part that's really annoying. It's because we as people, we should know, especially if we're going to be traveling.
We should know.
Yeah, we're stepping into other people's territory. It's like going into somebody's house.
It is. It
you
really
come in
is.
into my house, Leah, don't leave your Starbucks cup without a coaster on it. But Leah knows how to respect my house, so she has a coaster.
It's kind of why. So, do humans just not respect other humans and places?
Yeah, unfortunately, we see those viral videos where people are just so disrespectful. They'll leave chicken wings at a park bench. They'll disrespect the server because the place is understaffed and she can't handle it. So, of course, they're just going to yell at,
Yeah.
That's why I feel like traveling, you have to have an open mind.
Right.
And that's what travel has taught me. Before that, I think I had an open mind, but not as open as I am now.
And I think, with maturity and growth, you've become more open. And I haven't seen it. I think I turned around when she stopped, but I heard a lady when I was in Australia on Bruny Island in Australia, actually. So I was on an island off of the island of Australia. I'm not even kidding. I was living in Australia and I flew to the island of Tasmania, which had a smaller island next to it called Bruny Island that we took a boat to. Okay. So literally an island off an island off an island. And there were like some monkeys running wild, and one lady was feeding them chocolate. Out of all things, like chocolate's notoriously bad for animals. Yeah. And I was like, who does that? Mm-hmm. And it had the wrapper, and monkeys are really smart. And I don't get how people can do that. Yeah. Like chocolate kills dogs. Yeah. It's just so
See, situations like that is when not tagging a location would be nice. If you encounter those type of people, you're just like, damn. I don't want those type of people to go here, so I'm not going to tag this location. Yeah. A solution for that, because I have ran into that problem, I would tag like a general location. Yes. Let's say El Nido, I found like a hidden gem there. I'm not going to tag the exact location. I'll just say specifically it's El Nido, Palawan.
But then don't you ever come across accounts, I hate this, you come across accounts that will not say it in the caption, will not say it in the comments, and it's maybe one of those like aggregate accounts. So it like showcases different people's content. So it's not like you can DM them for the location either. And so it's just a pretty picture. It's just a pretty video to look at. Yeah. And then that makes me mad, because what if there's that makes me so mad, because what if there's like an activity you want to do there? Right. Or like a monument you want to see. In my motherland, are you not going to tag? Do you know what I'm talking about? Those accounts? I've if it was just like go.Philippines, that's an account where they just take other creators' videos and promote them. Right. But there's no one to ask what the location is.
True. There is like a reverse.
Does that make you mad?
It makes me mad, frustrated, but there's a reverse Google search.
What?
Yeah. Wait. But I don't know if it's gonna work exactly. You upload the photo.
Pause right there, because that's a lot of work.
Screenshot.
That is so much extra, unnecessary, unpaid work.
If you're desperate, I guess you could go this route.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I do file through all like the comments, and I'll see like if someone's like, "Oh, this looks like Twin Lagoon," then I'll be like, "Oh, okay, noted, saved."
Yeah,
you know. But I don't know if the purpose of those accounts is because of overcrowding, or the purpose of those accounts not tagging would be overcrowding, or essentially, because that's the main reason we've heard people not tagging locations: overcrowding, disrespectful tourists, or they literally just want to gatekeep. Yeah. They're like, I want to have this for myself. I know, but to me, I'm like, why post that? No? Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? As I want to hear like your opinion as creator, like being in travel, aren't we supposed to share our wealth?
Yes. I don't know. I'm both sides. So this is good that you're asking me. Yeah.
Well, I made you do this episode with me.
I guess in the view of me doing research, and if nobody's giving me answers, that does get frustrating to the point where I become Leah frustration.
Okay.
But in the creator standpoint, yes, I do want to share. If it's a beautiful photo and I'm not like tagging the location, I'll say maybe like DM me.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good solution. Because sometimes people are like, I don't want to DM this person, so whatever, move on.
They don't really care about knowing where it is, right?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's always solutions to things, and that would be one of mine. That is a good balance.
So, have you ever not tagged?
I think I've always...
For one reason or the other that we stated, like whether you wanted to keep it for yourself or because you noticed there were like, it was way overcrowded. Have you ever not tagged for any of those reasons?
I don't think so. I've always tagged either the general location or stated it in my caption.
Okay. Yeah. And for general location, so say you did this. This is so general. The state of California. Right. Has anyone ever, or anything like that, has anyone ever DM'd you and been like, hey, where in California is this?
Yes. Okay. Especially if it was like Joshua Tree and things like that. It could be caught on a story because sometimes I can't find the exact location for the sculpture that I found. Then they'll DM me and I'll be like, oh, you have to go to these coordinates.
I was gonna joke about coordinates, but you were being serious about the coordinates. I was gonna joke and be like, these coordinates. I'm like, oh no, you're serious
East,
about
west, north, south. Yeah, coordinates help, especially if you're going off beaten path, like hiking, anything out in nature. Coordinates are very important to use.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, that's true. So, yeah, but I mean, with tagging locations and geotagging, what is the saying? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. People will rag on you if you tag it, saying you're contributing to the overcrowding, etc. And then if you don't tag it, people are like, okay, now you're gatekeeping, or like, what's the point of this video?
Right, yeah. What's the point of this video? Ooh, that's harsh.
I know. Well, so I mean, sad to say, sometimes I'm on that side because I'm like, where in the Philippines is this if I can't go there?
Yeah. I know, right?
Unless I'm like, are you not accepting tourists at this location? Like, is it closed to the public? Because then I understand.
Yeah. People are just flexing sometimes, probably.
Or hate that.
Or they're just grabbing whatever footage they have randomly to make it like a spicy looking video.
Or like, and get engagement.
Wait,
that's kind of smart now. No, not smart. No, not smart. We would never trick you. T2A will never trick you like that.
No,
neither will Trizzy nor Alien Flight. No.
Nada.
So we actually took a little poll on our social medias and asked open-ended questions about this topic, saying we're doing for podcast research. And it was so interesting because I think on Ticket to Anywhere, we had about 75% of people say that they would always share the wealth.
Nice.
Right? And 25% say, yes, but I ghost tag. I actually ghost tag a lot. So ghost tag is when you, and this is only really applicable to, say, maybe an Instagram story, probably, or a Facebook story, or maybe even Snapchat, TikTok. I think you're able to do it as well. But ghost tagging is when you do tag the brand, the page, the place, whatever, but you make it small enough that people can't see it, or you camouflage it, or you hide it behind something else.
Oh, I'm talking about stories. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people are like, yes, but I ghost tag. And ghost tagging can be for various reasons. To be honest, I 99% of the time when I ghost tag is because I don't want some big clunky text on my photo.
On the beautiful photo.
Yeah.
Or video.
Yeah.
No, totally. 100%.
And I actually got someone, I tagged, what did I tag? I tagged something in downtown LA the other day. And I tagged a bunch of accounts because I wanted these downtown LA accounts to like see that I was there. Yeah. And one of them actually responded to me and said, oh, if you make our tag visible, I'll repost it. Wow. Dang. Yeah. It was something in I was at Union Station. Okay. It wasn't the Union Station account, so if you don't come for them. But it was one of the other like downtown LA content accounts.
Interesting. Now I wonder from a business standpoint, when they get tagged, don't you want like a clean photo, clean video with like no tags on it?
You know what though? A lot of businesses want different things. Yeah. Sometimes they just want as many stories. They want the longest caterpillar ever on their Instagram stories. And other times they want their name to be seen, which is why that brand came to me and they were like, oh, if you make our tag visible. And I just gave them a thumbs up and went on my way. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Not for you. For you, no. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Right. Meanwhile, Union Station reposted my stories. Thank you, Union Station. Right? And so yeah, we had more people than not saying they would share the wealth. 0 people voted nope. I'm a gatekeeper / protector. And then 0 people voted I've been asked not to tag locations before, which I think is interesting because I was telling Trizzy before we started rolling the cameras that I was asked one time in Hawaii not to tag a location, and that's the first time I'd ever been asked that. And it was for the purpose of protecting that particular park we went to. And I said, that's totally fine because this person asked in a very respectful way and I understood where they were coming from. Because they didn't want people, maybe teens coming to the park to like drink late at night, leaving trash and bottles and glass everywhere, etc. Yeah. So that was the one time that stuck out in my mind. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I won't tag it because you asked me to. Yeah. If I was there alone without that person, I for sure would have tagged it, which now I feel bad thinking about it. But like, it was kind of, I wanted to respect her wishes. So
yeah. I think that goes along with, the haiku stairs in Oahu that a lot of people,
I don't know if
they go to. I think it's called the haiku stairs. It's like this, it's illegal to climb it.
Oh yeah, no, isn't that the stairway to heaven?
Is that what it is?
Or we're gonna look it up right now. Oh, also known as the haiku stairs.
Oh, okay. Well,
why did I doubt you? But you go to Hawaii like twice a year. Why did I doubt you?
Except for this year.
So yeah, I know. I'm surprised. Where's your annual trip? Biannual trip?
We had it planned for November. But then Egypt took place instead. Yeah.
Okay, so about that, yeah.
Yeah. So that was. It's a dangerous stair to. It's a dangerous hike because they're like stairs, and then if it's on a wet, rainy day, it could be extremely deadly because it's super high and steep. Yeah, I've never been on it. It did pique my interest because I'm like, oh, this seems challenging. I love it.
My knees never. My knees could never.
But because it has gone viral through a lot of posts. People know exactly where it's at, and they find a way to get there. Apparently, it's illegal to climb it, but there's like hidden ways to still do it.
But
which is crazy.
If you die, your death is on you.
Your death is on.
Isn't like you have no one. You can't sue or blame anyone. Not that you should sue or blame anyone. But I'm just like, is that worth risking your life and like to keep on trashing the place. Like, they close it for a reason.
Yeah. Right?
It's illegal. It's dangerous.
It's illegal. Yeah.
It's wild to me that people do. But it's the thing, like, we're content creators. We're travel creators, and we know, like, people do wild things for the shot, right? They do things for the video.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff that I could never do.
Yeah.
Whether it's due to moral code, or like things are dangerous or scary. Yeah, common sense,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. So that's interesting. And then we also asked we asked open-ended questions, saying we want to research for this episode, like, do you tag locations in your photos or not? So I wanted to share some of the responses from that.
Nice.
We can talk through them. So one person said yes, to remember, which is, that's like a diary.
Smart, yeah.
Like a diary, right?
Right.
So that's very more of a personal thing. That's not like if you're a creator, right? And then one person said, I tag them if I'm posting later. If I'm posting while I'm still there, I don't. Too many weird stories where friends, generally with business accounts, have had weird experiences, and often when their kids have been there. Ooh. So that's a big deal too. We can expand on that a little bit, because as travel content creators also, 99% of the time we're not posting in real time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
99.9% of the time we're not posting in real time. And now I almost feel like when I post in real time, I disclaim that. I tell people, I'm like, hey, this is a real time post.
Smart.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because most people expect me at this point not to post in real time.
Right. Totally.
But with kids for sure, and it's a safety issue too. So safety. A lot of people say they don't tag. Heard this especially from many of my girlfriends, women, like females that don't feel like safe.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, I'd never tag in real time.
There is something recently that happened just around Inglewood. I don't know if you've heard the rapper P&B Rock.
Oh, yeah.
He was shot at a restaurant because his girlfriend tagged their location. And
wait, see, that's, is for you, if you're watching or listening to this, is that use case enough? I mean,
yeah,
maybe you're not famous. We're not famous, but like, that's terrifying.
It's terrifying. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And with kids, that's a whole different, you know, if you're with kids, I'd be like, nope, definitely not, Right. It's different. So another response was, around the same vein, like, yes, we usually post after the fact and always tag where we were. And this is a good one, because she said, otherwise people will ask and nobody has time for that. So for them, it's more, and they're like, no gatekeeping here. But for her and her partner, it's more of a time thing. Like, we don't have time to go in the DMs and tell everybody where we are.
Right.
I'm like, okay,
true.
I get that, right? And then one person wrote, yes, but to only try to keep up with you in your travels.
Aww.
So I think so now we're checking boxes. Now it's a race.
Competition right there.
No, it's a competition. Oh man. I get so fired up about this topic sometimes, because I like to share with others.
Yeah.
I've never gotten flack about it, but besides the one request before I posted saying, hey, please don't, because we don't want too many people to know about this. I just think it's interesting. So I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. If you're listening to this or watching us on YouTube, would love to hear any interesting stories you have about tagging or not tagging, or any requests you've got to tag or not tag a location, or about sharing your location. And y'all stay safe out there.
Yes, please do.
Do you have anything else to add?
I just say stay safe, be respectful.
Yes, please
with
do.
everything that we've just talked about. Respect the people, respect the property, respect the animals, respect yourself too. So
leave no trace.
Yes, definitely. And I think that's all I have to say. It's a great episode, great topic,
girl. 2022 out.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Ticket to Anywhere podcast. Don't forget to connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. If you love travel as much as we do, hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Pocket Casts. Thank you all for your support so far. When you have the time, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We love to hear your thoughts and feedback, and it'll help others come across our episodes and hopefully be inspired to travel and adventure anywhere.